Hey, welcome to the channel. If we haven't met, my name is Jimmy and this is my channel Taking Trades, where we talk all things day trading. So thanks for stopping by. So today was an Alibaba kind of day. One trade on Alibaba, it was a winner, it was a short position, it worked out really well, and then after I exited, it continued on without me. So bummer, but exciting. So I want to show you that trade. I'll show you the entry, the exit. I'll talk about my logic. I'll show you why I liked the stock that morning, and a couple other things. We'll jump into it. Let's do it. All right, here we have Alibaba on the 15-minute chart. And the first thing I wanted to do today was just talk about how crazy Alibaba has been over the past week to 2 weeks. It's been kind of weird watching it. So Alibaba had been up at 189.79 way back on the 11th of April. And so I was watching it around here and it kind of set this little bounce point. It came down, bounced, and then broke that line. And when it broke, it just dumped all the way down to, let me move myself. It dumped all the way down to like 182.50 from 189.79. So just dumped, bounced here, and then has been working its way back up. Started to get me excited because I was looking for a pullback into the breach line. I'm short biased on this because it came dumping down in, and price action evaluation of the chart has me biased in the short direction. So that's where I came up with that from a more global or larger overview. So I'm short biased, looking for a short position in the current market on Alibaba, and it would work its way close but then fall short and trickle back down. So it's just been inside this massive range for, well, since it dumped on the 15th. And then today, one of my alerts went off. So as I talk about, I always put alerts in. I'll get my line set up, my breach line. I'll get the lowest low that we have out of this push down. I'll mark everything up and then set some alerts so when price action gets close to this breach line, it'll let me know. I can flip over to Alibaba or any other ticker, take a look at it, make a decision on what it's doing, and then flip to my 3-minute chart and take some trades from there. So this morning, let me zoom in a little bit. You can see here, so here's the beginning of the trading day today, and it dumped down and then pushed back up right into the breach line. So this is kind of that crucial area that I want to get involved. And if I flip back over to the 3-minute chart here, I can show you where it was that I was getting interested in it. So as you can see, right out of the gate this morning, Alibaba sold way off down to the 185s, low 185s, then bounced back up and started to just kind of grind. It was just grinding and grinding and grinding. And then once it busted, I think up around 188.40, I had my alert set. Got my alert, flipped over, looked at it, saw we had this little doji here and we were setting right up. Now I wanted to be careful because earlier in the week I had a stock that was setting higher highs and higher lows on this little trend moving up, and it pulled back and broke the EMA that I look for, and I took the trade, and what did it do? It set another higher high and another higher low. It was still grinding up. So I want to see a higher high, higher low, and then a failed higher high followed by, whatever else happens afterwards. I want to see a failure on the buyer side in order to take this to the short side. So I want to turn my trades off just so I can get them out of the way. So what happened was it pushed down through here. I wasn't interested because this might just be a higher low and we might be going higher. So I avoided that. And it pushed up, dumped again, so it would have worked, but I stayed away. And then we had this push up, all failed. They didn't get back to the previous high. And then we had this big push up here. When I saw this and we got on the other side of the 9 EMA, I started to watch it closely because it immediately dumped right back down. So once this candle crossed right here, and I saw that we had a little increase in volume, so if I highlight this candle right here and look down, you can see that this candle had more volume than the previous candle. So that's my signal. That's the final piece of my puzzle for taking an entry, is seeing that increase in volume in the current volume bar when compared to the one right before it. So I got that. So when this candle opened, I took it short. I stopped myself right up here. The ATR on the crossing candle was 24. So 24 cents was roughly my stop and roughly my take profit target for a 1-to-1. Now I wanted to set it at a 1.2-to-1, and if you're confused on what I'm talking about as far as risk to reward ratios or take profit to stop loss ratios, a couple videos back on my channel you'll see we get into some of the risk to reward talk and go over some of those ratios, so feel free to check that out. So I was stopped like right in here, not quite at the top of these candles. And so based on my last couple days of trading, I realized that I need to place my stop not in just an arbitrary place, but a place that's logical and makes sense. So 24 cents being the ATR is a good place to start, but I had to push it a little bit higher because logically these were the current highs on this downtrend, this lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And the logic, in my opinion, is if I get some price action that moves above this level, then we might be moving higher highs, higher lows and going in the different direction. And in that point, I just need to cut the trade and take the loss. So I set my stop just above that, and then this thing just sort of rolled around. I held this for, I think it was 36 minutes, so it felt long, which it is compared to my normal hold time. But you can see we got these like push down, little hold, another push, a hold, a push, and then it kind of pushed down in this area, and believe it or not, that's where I got out, was right down in here. So I made my I made my 1-to-1, called the trade, took the profits, and then we got this crazy little bounce up, and I thought, oh yeah, I'm great, I got out just in time. And then it rolled over and dumped. So, which is fine. I'd rather have profit and miss the rest of the move than be red on a trade. And really, when you apply the logic of having a stop loss and having a take profit target set up and sort of loosely predetermined, it's, you're not going to move it anyway. So if this came barreling down and crash through your take profit, you just take profit and be happy with what it is. So the lesson I learned today on Alibaba was take your profit, be consistent, follow your rules, and if something runs on without you, then fantastic. Somebody else made, a bunch of money because they didn't have a take profit in place. That's fine. But take profits seem to protect me. They help me take profits when I need to, because time and time again, earlier on when I was trading, I would get into the profit zone, be holding out for more, and it would bounce back on me, and I'd end up red eventually on the trade. So having a green trade turn red is a really rough feeling in the day trading world, at least it is for me. So this eliminated that. So I took a 1-to-1 profit. I booked the profit for the day. It was the one trade I took today, and I'm out. Not a lot of action from what I was seeing for my specific setup today. I hope you guys had a great trading day. I hope you're green. Leave comments. Let me know below how you did. Let me know what strategy you're trading or what you traded, what tickers. I had one person ask which stocks I like to watch, and I'm going to go ahead and respond to that and give kind of a list of the stocks that I watch every day. There's nothing unique about them. It's just stocks I'm familiar with and stocks that are mid-cap or higher, mid, large, mega cap. So you can follow those if you like and take a peek at them. But anyway, hope things were great today. Have a great weekend. We'll be back at it Monday. And again, thanks for all your support. Have a great weekend.